Okay, this is the Ancient War series by Strategy and Tactics. It's by Joseph Miranda. I've always been looking for a Roman game that was a huge campaign style game. You know, as you can see with my other videos, everything's huge. Advanced Third Reich, Empire of the Sun, Empire in Arms. I like huge games. I do have the Siege of Jerusalem, you know that. I thought it was a pretty good Roman game. Now, I have tried some Roman battles, and they're interesting. It's just, to me, fighting a battle, there's only a few ways to do it after a while. And sometimes, like I have Alexander, and it's the Battle of Gaugamela, and they're cool, but sometimes it's so Alexander can win by, barely get this victory itched out. Then to do it again, it's hard to duplicate, and once one side figures out what they got to do, the battles to me become the same, except for if somebody screws up on some bad die rolls here. So I did buy at one time, I think it was called the Imperium Romanov 2. And it was just scenario after scenario and battle campaign after campaign. So it wasn't quite what I was looking for. This I just bought. And this, I think, is more what I'm interested in. And I can make this work. So what I have here is I bought the Germania game, Strategy and Tactics, and it comes with its rule book. It comes with its map, which is this section right here, and it comes with its own counters. Then I bought the Roman Civil War, which comes with Strategy and Tactics rule book, and the map, which is just this section right here. And it folds out, and it has a lot of tables and charts on it like this. And it's just this map. However, if you buy the Trajan Ancient War series after just getting those, then in that box, it will give you the Caesar and Gallia board that you need, which is here, and it gives you a Civil War board, a Roman Civil War board again, and units. But it also gives you the Trajan map, which is here. So it gives you the Trajan map. So with the 4 maps now, you piece this map together. Okay? So you have the Caesar and Gallia, the Roman Civil War one, the Germania, and Trajan. So these are all pieced together now, and this is the Roman world. And with this, they have stratagems, which I like, and they have events throughout the Roman world as your turns go, because it was very unpredictable, and I like that system too. And with this, it gives you room, and it encourages you to make your own scenarios, which is what I did. And that's why I have this scenario that I'm going to show you guys in numerous videos. It starts at 107 BC and it moves to 200 AD. That's how long this game goes. Now, I don't keep track of every years. We skip years in between there, so it's not quite that many turns. It's less, but still, it's quite a lengthy game. But I think it'll be really enjoyable. Trajan Ancient War series expansion comes with is a system rules that has all these rules in it, so you really don't need these books now. It has the rules for all of them, and then it gives you a scenario book. So both of these I use, and then it gives you the charts that you need to play the game, and then you have event charts, and there's plenty of tables. Each map has its own table, but obviously I don't need them all. But I do keep them, we can keep track of stuff here. I'd use the Germania map. The reason these look a little different is because what I did was the Germania map did not fit well with in the hexes. So once you started here, then by the time you got here, they were so far off. Then by the time you got out here, it's like you were half. This board was halfway into this map board, and it was way off. And I didn't like it, so I went and took the Germania board and I printed another one in Kinko's, and I enlarged it, I think, by about 1.8%. You know, it wasn't much. I think 2% was too much, and I enlarged it, and I got it to fit a little bit better. Then I just drew these lines just to help me line it up whenever I set it up of what the map is that we're looking at. So now it's more even and it doesn't look so crazy anymore. So that's what I did with the board. Okay, and then one thing I like, and it came with the Trajan game, is a battle board. It's very nice, the battle board. So what you can do is in huge battles, you can take your armies off and you set them up. It's like a chess game, and you have your pieces there and he has his pieces there, and they're moved in a tactical way. And of course auxiliary can do certain things, heavy infantry do certain things, and cavalry can do certain things. And you fight it out here on the battle board. Now, I don't know this game yet. I'm learning it as we go, and this is what I'm devising. But I'm already assuming that this is takes pretty, lengthy amount of time to do this. So we're going to have some rules that say, this is only done in major battles, and we'll say it has to be so many units involved to use that battle board. Maybe big decisive ones, I don't know yet. But that's what's cool about this, is I'm going to be putting this up and devising rules to make this work in one complete huge war game from 107 BC to 200 AD. So if anybody has any information and any ideas about it, feel free to let me know. But this, I'm just showing you what the game is, and this is how the map is set up. Remember, this section of the map is just charts. It has nothing to do with the map. The map actually ends here with Roman Civil War, and the Trajan map starts right here with Turkey. So it's just basically the Roman world here, the way it was. And this map, you read it in the book, this map is taken from, I forget what historian, the 2nd AD area of what the Romans map was, the way it looked to them in 2 AD. And make sure you have these charts, and it's the Ancient Rules summary. You get this, and it helps you understand the summary of the rules. Then you need this chart here, and this is your stratagems page. Now these are all copies, they're not the real ones. I make copies because I use them a lot, I get them dirty, rip them, and I write on them. Once I figure out exactly what we're going to do, then I go make new copies with the proper notes on them. And then this has the Roman Civil War Res Publica markers on them. Then this is our battle combat card with everything you need for forced marches, tributes, and combats. This is the Ancient Wars expansion, because remember, all this comes with the Trajan Ancient War Series expansion kit, because you won't be able to do this without it. And this is the expansion events card. Just one side only there. Now these are the event cards that come with the Trajan Deluxe expansion game. This is the Roman Civil War one that you'll need. This one came with the Trajan expansion Deluxe. This is the Germania one. And this side's the Trajan one. Whenever it says Germania, it has to do with fighting in the German board. Whenever it says Roman Civil War, it has to do with fighting in this middle map. Whenever it says Trajan, it has to do with fighting in the east. And then this is the Gallia events. Whenever it says Gallia, it has to do with fighting on this board. And this goes with the Gallia charts too. So you need all these, and that's what I write down first in the rules. And I'll write this all out. I put everything on Google Docs. When I'm done, I'll have it all written out for anybody who wants to. So that is it for this video. I will come back with the next one where I'll start talking about the board and setting up.